The purpose of an early access is always about fine-tuning the product, to listen to the people, gather the feedback, evaluate and correct. We appreciate all the opinions we get and we are ready to make changes. Regarding our progress meter, we got many messages. The purpose was, and still is, to make sure that the project, your prototype, meets a certain criteria before publishers can see it, to act as a checklist, to provide guidance, and to make you consider certain elements of your design process during your development. Originally, we chose a pointing system, but instead of encouraging people, it created stress. We are all gamers, so many of you perceive that this is a scoring system where you have to achieve high ranking to show that your game is good, better, or even the best. And some of the checklist element might not even apply to your game. Maximum score was not really achievable. We heard you and need to admit that the point system was not the best idea. I'm András the Nexus, and let me show you how we modify the concept to get rid of the frustration and provide a better view of what needs to be done when you upload the project to NestiFyz. Before we jump in, let me thank again all of you for assisting with your feedback. I might name some of you, but I'm sure you know who you are. We were sent articles, PowerPoints, chats, in-platform feedback, so many things that led to this point where we dropped the progress meter and introduced project path. The checklist remains. Some of the elements which were obsolete disappeared, some have changed, but the main thing is there is no points anymore. Instead, we have the stages visualized on a timeline, and though designing is an iterative approach and it's not progressing on a straight/linear line, it was the simplest way to show where the project stands, with the ability to move back and forth considering where you are in the development process. So let's go through these stages. What you need to know that all projects starts as an idea when you create it, and then you can progress it to the stage to match reality, but for that to happen, you need to meet certain criteria on the checklist, similarly to what have happened in the past, only that those will be distributed between stages. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to create a new project. I will name it my test project, and for now it's fine. The project is created, and immediately you can see here is that we have a new field, and this is the project path with 5 stages: the idea, designing, playtesting, looking for publisher, and publisher agreement. Each of these have a tooltip. So if you hover over the idea, it means that you have conceptualized the idea. If you're in the design phase, it says that the basic mechanics and the scoring is defined and you have a rough prototype. The playtest is that you have the full rules, and the serious playtesting is starting here. Playtest focuses on the balance and streamlining the user experience. When you have it in looking for publisher, the polished rules and the UI is defined and tested with representative audience, and you have a production representative prototype, which means that it's a functional art, nothing more. It's just something that it's usable, it's consistent, and obviously that means that we have an agreement with the publisher and you are going to start the negotiation on how it gets to actually manufacturing. Now, what you can see is that right now I cannot proceed the stage. If you hover over this information button, the tooltip, it will tell you that the next stage is going to be the design stage, and you need to complete certain things, highlighting which ones that you need to complete. If you click on the checklist, or if you come here, immediately you will see that the checklist that we have seen before is now categorized in certain aspects. Required ones, these are the requires for the looking for publisher. There are some optionals, which it's good to have. Some bonus that, well, you know, like if you have a solo mode, it's quite okay, but it might not apply to your game. And there are some considerations. Have you ever tried your game, you know, with a non-gamer group? It might not apply at all, but if yes, it might, you know, worth thinking about it. So right now I want to proceed my game to designing because I already have the idea, but right now I won't fill the basic information, but it says that to have it, I will need to complete the project profile mandatory fields filled. This is the one. So if I do that and I click this, as you can see, the proceed stage button enables and it can jump to the next one. So for the sake of the demo, let's imagine that I made my homework. I have some parts of it already completed. to proceed it to the playtesting phase, I need to have the rulebook uploaded or filled. Let's say that I want to check this. What else do I need here? The English version contains setup, objective, win conditions, gameplay rules, and end of the game. You know, these are the basics that you definitely need to start serious playtesting. So that means that it's here, objective, gameplay, end game scoring, win conditions. And what else? I need to have in the visuals at least 5 pictures uploaded. And if I complete this, as you can see, it enables the button so I can progress the stage. Now I'm in playtesting and it will tell me what else do I need to make it visible to publishers. Here the testing results are coming into play. So unique tests, local tests, rulebook tests needs to be done, and obviously it needs to have a functional art, a consistent functional art. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be, you know, artsy. You don't have to hire an artist to make it super nice. It just needs to be consistent and understandable. So to summarize, we dropped the point system and instead we introduced project path with the 5 stages, what you can see here: idea, design, playtesting, looking for publisher, and publisher agreement, with the ability to move between the stages. Everything has hover over information. It even tells you what needs to be completed to progress to the next stage. And we revamped the checklist as well, so it shows you explicitly what's required, what's optional, and what's bonus, and what's a consideration. So we really hope that you like this version better. Please try it, test it, give us the feedback, use the orange feedback button, the Discord channel, or send us an email, whatever suits you the best. Thank you very much for your attention, allowing me to show you this new concept. Be creative, showcase your work, and see you soon in our next video.
We are NestiFyz.